I didn't know that there's a community of us that fight for the rights of our children, ourselves, and loved ones.
Yesterday, we introduced you to an effort we're working on this week with the Delaware Developmental Disabilities Council, making you more aware of the challenges facing those with disabilities and how these individuals are relentless in their will to win. For Maitri Campbell, her fight came in the form of moving out of institutional living into independence. It was no easy battle, but she did it. Meet Maitri Campbell.
I was born with cerebral palsy. I was born premature, and I lost too much oxygen in my brain. That's why I can't walk.
But what defines this young woman isn't her diagnosis. It's her determination and drive.
It's just my personality. If there's something that I really want to do, I'll do it.
18 years ago, that something she wanted was to live independently, not in the institution she'd been living in for almost a decade.
Being living in a facility, it's kind of hard. Even though they call that your home, but it's not my home because you have to follow rules and regulations. And if you don't follow what they say, they lock me in a room. They put me in timeout. That's your lifetime where I live.
And so Maitri pounced on the first opportunity that presented itself. Disability rights activist Denise McMullen Powell was helping a different individual leave facility living. Maitri noticed and made a move.
And she said, "Is she really moving out and not coming back?" And I said, "Well, she's leaving tomorrow morning on a paratransit bus to go over to her apartment, which is all set up now." And she said, "I want to get out of here."
Denise, having spent 2 years getting the other individual out, told Maitri it would be anything but easy, but she'd do it.
And I said, "I will tell you this without a second thought. I will stay by your side. I will visit you every day. I will do what I can until you're sitting in your own apartment. As long as you don't go, I don't want to stay here. If you want to work at it as much as I'd like to do that too, then we're on." She said, "Deal."
That process took 3 years and was filled with pushback. Denise says they were first told by the institution that Maitri's parents had guardianship over her. A quick call to the Chancery Court proved that not to be the case.
And I said, "Does Maitri Campbell have guardianship over her?" And they said, "No." So I said, "Alrighty now, let's get moving."
Still, these two say the institution wouldn't budge. Once Denise and Maitri got a lawyer involved and got a hold of her information, they discovered she had a power of attorney, which Denise helped her relinquish so she could get her own paperwork and make her way towards independence.
A big obstacle, housing. You have to find a place to live. And people with disabilities have such low income that generally, usually about the 17% poverty level.
So they found subsidized housing, went to Developmental Disability Services, got Maitri a subsidy to go towards her housing, and shifted her income so she could pay rent, qualify for food stamps, and find attendant services. All the while, these two say the institution still wouldn't budge on letting her leave, so they got local lawmakers involved.
We had to chop it down. Go to legislative hall every week to talk to legislators. Tell them what I need.
Legislators got them in touch with the Secretary of Health and Social Services, who, with some nudging, took action.
He told the nursing facility to get a move on it and that she could go.
And so finally, in February, she moved into her own space. That was 18 years ago, and she's been there ever since.
I can do whatever I want to do with and nobody questioned me. And no, I don't have to give my answer to anybody.
Her 2-bedroom apartment is equipped with everything she needs to live confidently and comfortably. She's got a strong sense of self-worth, and she wants others to have that, too.
It's possible to live on your own, even though you have a disability. It might take a long time. You might have to go a couple more steps, but you can do it if you're determined enough.
Her spirit is truly indomitable. She says, I was born a fighter. I was born a fighter and I was fighting my way out of there. And what worries us is, what about those people who don't know that they have that fire inside of them? What about those people who don't see a brass ring that they can grab?
Maitri wants truly to be that brass ring.
She will tell you, if you meet her, if there's someone who's struggling, tell them to call me. And she means it.
Because she wants a positive life for herself and everyone else.
Disability pride means to celebrate your disability instead of being negative. Oh, why do I have to? And people don't have to be afraid to come up to us. They're not gonna catch our disability if they come up to us and start speaking to us.
And we're not going to run over their feet, maybe. But
Yeah.
A fierce woman whose willingness to fight changed her life forever.